Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to another great day. It is a great Thursday. It's Thursday. The week is almost over. I hope everybody's been having a fantastic week. Super blessed to be alive on this good morning. So welcome back to the Daily Dose, the number one daily morning mastermind for those wanting to grow and elevate in their personal lives and also in their professional or business lives. Welcome back. We'll hop right into the verse of the day. Verse of the day, James, or the week rather. James chapter 1, verse 2 through 6. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea blown and tossed by the wind. Like I said, this is my favorite, absolute favorite verse in the Bible. Just because you know that we're gonna go through trials, and you don't got to think about trials as like a huge, um, like horrible thing that's happening in your life, right? Trials could be anything, whether you might have road rage, right? And it might be a situation to come up that might invoke your road rage, but this is a trial. This is an opportunity for you to create some perseverance or patience. In other translations, they use pay the word patience instead of perseverance. But this is an opportunity for you to, just show God that you are working on yourself, right? So it's many minuscule or minor situations that we can find ourselves in that gives us a chance to increase our perseverance to allow us to grow in God and in faith, right? Because and then that helps us when we actually get to those bigger trials, right? Because we have the patience, we have the perseverance to keep moving forward. So just remember that it doesn't have to be something huge that will try that's considered a trial. It can also be something minor as well. And you should consider it joy because it's opportunity for us or for us to grow. So God is great. Now I'm gonna get into the business topic of the day. Today I'm just talking about grants and loan sources. So many of you know that, or you might not know that I have a nonprofit, the executive director of Tar River Community Development Corporation, which is a nonprofit focused on helping the underserved communities in Nash and Edgecombe County in North Carolina. So want to just share some resources that I have found through my journey of, looking for grants and also looking for loans and businesses. But there are grants there are a lot of grants, obviously, for nonprofits, but there are also grants for-profit business owners as well. And you can use some of these sources to find those grants as well. Because who doesn't love free money, right? That you could use toward your mission, your purpose, your business, um, whatever you're trying to do, right? So grants.gov is the most obvious one, but that's a federal website. So you're competing with a lot of you compete with the whole country, right? For grants up there. And you got to be super, super detailed whenever you're logging up there. Instrumental has been a great resource for me because it not only has grants, it helps you put in your mission and exactly what you are doing, so you don't have to sort through a whole bunch of grants, and it actually matches grants um that fit your mission and what you're doing for your nonprofit or for your business, right? So Instrumental is a great source. I would definitely check them out because they look for the grants for you and then they just match them with you. All right. Another one is helloalice.com. They have a lot of grants for specifically a lot of grants for business like small businesses. So you want to look at those sources at Hello Alice as well. You can look for your local foundations institutions wherever you are located at. You can just Google or go to your local chamber of commerce. They will have resources for you to know what who is giving out opportunities, right? Because they, first of all, the Chamber of Commerce has a lot of sponsors, and then you can ask the whoever they call themselves, the executive director, the CEO, whoever is in charge of the Chamber of Commerce, or whoever's in charge of marketing. You can ask them, or who are the main companies I could reach out to for potential funding. So, Chamber of Commerce will give you access to those local foundations and institutions that will have those opportunities for you. And Grant Watch is another website, and that's a just national website for you to use. For loans, you can use, instead of, I got banks on there too, but the first place you can go to is CDFIs, and those are community development financial institutions. And what those are subsidiaries of banks. So banks have super strict lending requirements. You got to have 2 years in business. You got to have certain credit score. You got to have certain cash flow, right? You got to have certain collateral to put up for a loan, which could be either capital or like an asset, right? Super strict lending requirements. But what they do is they CDFIs are, like I said, subsidiaries. So the bank will actually give a CDFI a certain amount of money, and a CDFI will have less strenuous application requirements when you're looking for funding. Right. So it might be you don't even need to have, you can be just like literally just getting started and you can apply for a loan, and they might just base it off a certain number of your personal credit, or they might just base it off your debt to income ratio. Right. They have, like I said, less strenuous loan requirements. So I would say, look here first for a loan for your business if you're looking for a loan for your business. The next one is the Small Business Association. SBA loans can be used for a number of things, including real estate. So look there as well. The Small Business Association also has lesser strenuous requirements than a bank. And then before you go to a bigger bank like Truist or Wells Fargo, Bank of America. You want to look at your local banks, credit unions that have business accounts for you, your small local and regional banks that might only serve like a state or a part of the state, right? Those banks will be less strenuous as well, and they will be adapted to the local market and climate of your area. So they'll know exactly what you need. They'll know, really, they could probably also give you advice too. If your business gonna be profitable, who are some of your competitors, all that type of stuff. You can get the information from your local banks, credit unions. The main things that I have over here, when you present this stuff, especially in person, you want to understand your mission and purpose, and your plan. This is for grants and for a loan, and align all of your activities as such. You don't want to be um, saying your business does one thing and then you out here doing another thing, right? Just to make money, right? You don't want to do that. That's a bad look on you, and your business as it comes to receiving funds, because you appear to be all over the place. You want to be well documented and organized with your finances. If you have a nonprofit, make sure you have all your tax forms filled out. Make sure that you have your 501(c)(3). Make sure that you have your like last year's balance sheet, right? You want to make sure you have all those stuff. Profit and loss statements. All of those stuff is important to keep organized and well documented in for a nonprofit or for a business. Right. So, like I said, these are some sources, these are some tips to help you move forward in looking for grants or loans. These could be super helpful resources. So we'll go on to the self-development topic, which is huge. I know a lot of people are dealing with this, including myself sometimes, and it's overcoming procrastination. And uh, we talked a lot about this topic yesterday. The first step is to live in the present. If you understand how powerful being in the present is, you won't succumb to procrastination, right? Because you're not going to put something off for the future because you're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about right now. What can I do right now? So that's the first step, is just be present. And that'll help you to not put off stuff later, because the famous saying of tomorrow or later isn't even promised. So do what we can right now, and that'll also set yourself up for the future. Because if you get it done now, you got free time later to do more, right? Or to just relax, maybe do some self-care. But live in the present, that's the first step to overcome procrastination. Another tool. You can use time tracking apps like Toggle or Harvest that will actually keep track of your time and when you're working on different tasks, right? So those, and you can do time blocking is a super effective way to make sure that you're overcoming procrastination is to prioritize your tasks and to put them in certain blocks. So you're not just running around with a to-do list, right? You have specific periods of time where you plan on getting stuff done, and it's on your calendar, it's on your schedule, and you stick to it. Another one is accountability partners. If you set a goal to do something, it's so helpful for you to have an accountability partner that'll hold you accountable and make sure that you stand on track to reaching your goals, right? So getting an accountability partner, especially being honest, being sincere, and being dedicated to whatever you do, um, is gonna be helpful for you, whatever your situation is, right? Um, Overcoming procrastination is something that we get at early from just being in school and the way school, like the school system is set up. And it's hard to overcome, especially as an adult. So having an accountability partner, somebody that's going to help you stick to what you said you was going to do, and you doing the vice versa for them. You being somebody else's accountability partner will help you on your journey as well. So that's gonna be something. You can implement a reward system for yourself, right? When you do something, when you get something, and when you set a goal to get something done and you do it on time, reward yourself, right? Whatever that may be for you, implement a reward system for yourself. This will create some dopamine in your brain to allow you to want to do those tasks, right? And you're not gonna just put them off. In order to do that, you have to set deadlines, right? You have to set deadlines. It's so important because if and you got to treat them as such. Like if you don't get this done by a certain period of time, it is the end of the world, right? It is super important for me to accomplish this task at a certain deadline because like that's when it's due, right? Just like if you're at work, if you're at school, if you don't turn in at college, if you don't turn in at the right time, you got a zero. You know what I'm saying? So you need to set the same standards for yourself. If you don't do this, like you just fail. Um, Going back up to implementing a reward system, you should also implement a consequence system as well. So if you don't meet your goals and if you do procrastinate, you should set some consequences for yourself and you should stick to those. Like really chastise yourself, and that'll help you to be better as well. And the last step to help you with overcome procrastination is going to be reflective journaling, right? So if you think about the stuff that you did maybe at the end of the week, like, okay, did I just thinking about like, did I hit my goals? Did I procrastinate on this? Or what did I procrastinate on? What didn't I procrastinate on? This will allow you, one, to see what you procrastinate on, but also help you to understand maybe some tasks that you feel more comfortable doing, that you feel like are easier, or maybe feel like you just feel like are funner or more fun rather. I don't think funner is a word. But tasks that are more fun for you. And then on the flip side, you will understand tasks that maybe would be hard for you. And this can be an opportunity for you to grow in yourself and to seek out either more wisdom, knowledge, help, or resources that'll help you grow in a certain area so that weakness will then become a strength. So, um, procrastination is a huge thing that we all deal with, and hopefully these tips help you on your journey to being a better and more on time person. But that'll wrap it up for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday on Thursday. Everybody have a fantastic Thursday and just be blessed. And we'll be right back here tomorrow morning to close out the week, 7 a.m. Catch y'all later.